What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So there's gonna be prismatic evolutions. Looks like reprints coming. Looks like it's only the ETBs. If you don't know, first thing that kind of got announced with these kind of prismatic evolutions coming back in stock and everything like that was GameStop, and a lot of people were talking about this. The one thing I have to say about GameStop though too is they kind of raised their prices on these on these ETBs by like $2. I mean, it's only $2. You know, that's nothing crazy. I think they were selling for like $59.99. Now they're selling for like $61.99, which ain't crazy. But there was a bigger YouTuber, an absolute enormous YouTuber, that kind of put out a video and said that we have reprints coming. If you don't know, it was Danny Phantom. Amazing video. I watched the whole entire thing. It kind of explained to kind of what he's seeing and stuff like that. I don't know 100% if this information is actually coming. I've seen from other couple people saying like, hey, I don't know if this is coming, this, that, and the other. They said they haven't got confirmation themselves. You know what I mean? It seems like people have different distributors and everything like that, so they get different information from different people. But we can confirm, at least on his side of things, it looks like there is a massive reprint of Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. I would have to say this though too. Were we kind of expecting this? Yes, we were. Why am I going to say that? Well, if you don't look at this, back in January 15th, Pokemon literally put out a whole entire post themselves being like, hey, we know the availability for Prismatic Evolutions is hard right now. We know we want fans wanting to get this. Don't worry, we're going to be printing more. We're going to be printing to capacity. Doesn't mean they're going to print to the ground or anything like that. It means they're going to be printing more and more is going to be coming. People wanted it to happen like tomorrow. I mean, even like that wanted to happen that day. But in these kind of things, in these kind of events that happen, it doesn't really happen as much as it happens. You mean like that? It doesn't happen as fast as you want it to happen. It takes time. It takes time for these things to happen. They have to print everything and stuff like this. But I would have to say this. They also made another statement. Literally, what, like I say about, I think it was like last week or something like that, March 27th, which was about a week or so ago. They made a whole nother statement being like, hey, we're printing to capacity here. We're going to be printing out as much product as we can, just available for people. Like, people are like, oh, they're not going to be printing. They're not going to print. This ain't going to affect the market. This, that, and the other. Pokemon literally makes two statements being like, hey, we're printing product. Just give us a second. Just wait. So this Danny Phantom's video can kind of confirm now that there is product going to be coming. How much product? He did say he doesn't know exact numbers, but he did say it's kind of maybe like the half of the first wave of products that we have, like the initial release. I would have to say this though, there is still people out there to this day. I've talked to a couple people in the comments, told a couple people in the live streams. They said they haven't even still seen a single Prismatic Evolutions product in stores or anything like that. Like, that's how bad Prismatic Evolutions was and how bad the release was. So they're only putting half of that out there. Is it gonna really affect things? You know what I mean? Like, I'm confident at least Pokemon's doing something. It did seem like it only took him about 3 months to kind of put this product out there. I think this product's coming, like, I think at the end of this month, he said, at the end of April, beginning of May. It's around that time period it's coming. And it's kind of, I think, honestly, this is coming at a perfect time right now. Why am I saying that? Well, if y'all don't know, there's a big hype set that's coming up next month that a lot of people are so excited for and everything like that. It is Destined Rivals. So with that set coming, not in Pokemon kind of putting that out there right around the same time as Destined Rivals coming out, you'll have split ways. You won't have everybody going straight for Prismatic Evolutions. You see what I'm saying? So they can kind of split what people are going to be buying, because, you know, some people are going to be going after Destined Rivals. A lot of people will be, and some people are going to be going after Prismatic Evolutions. It's going to be split, so that's a nice thing right there. But what is the price right now of this ETB? We kind of went over, I think it was in yesterday's video. This ETB right now is currently selling for $127. $127. And what is it retailing for at GameStop? $16,199, which originally it's like $59.99. So literally 2 times MSRP. 2 times MSRP. Y'all gotta know this, and I believe we will be having a lot more reprints coming. Of course there's reprints coming. There has to be reprints coming. Look at the prices on a single ETB, and this set literally came out 3 months ago. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. 3 months ago is wild now, but it came out about 3 months ago now. And with this thing is still sitting for $127, Pokemon's gonna want to get some of these profits. They have to. There's just no way they're not gonna try to get some of this. There's just no way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really truly believe they will. And if you can kind of see this, since he made his video, it seems like some people, the prices are kind of dropping a little bit. If you see, look, April 2nd, it was $137. Now look at it today, $130. You see what I'm saying? The box came down like $10 because people are afraid because there's a reprint coming. But I would have to say this. How much of a reprint is it really gonna actually help the market? I think it will cool it off for a little bit. I think it will kind of keep it at bay a little bit. Just keep the product as the prices. It probably will come down a little bit. We could probably see this be getting between 115 and maybe even lower than that, maybe 100. Maybe I could see between 100 and 115. The lowest probably it goes down to, because if you don't know, right when kind of the set initially came out, this got down to $104. But look, I want to show you all this real quick. Look, whenever the prices were up here, people weren't buying as much of them. But look, right when they got down here, you see a little graph down here, the buying amount of people bought it during that time period when it was 104 was 914 sales. Look at the sales now, like only 168 per like 2 or 3 days. So you see, whenever the prices on this product goes down, people know this is an amazing set. This set is absolutely amazing. The cards in it are so good. The hit rates are horrible on it, so it's harder for people to pull cards and stuff like that. Then you open more packs. This set overall is just a really good set for, like, I guess, everybody, really, because people say, oh, I don't like the hit rates on this, the hit rates are horrible, but at the same time, a lot of people like the hit rates like this because it's harder to get the cards you want. And also, Prismatic Evolutions is just a whole nother beast. Why am I saying that? It has God packs in it, has demigod packs, has only SARs, has Master Balls, has Pokeballs. There's so many different things going for Prismatic Evolutions that long term this set is going to be absolutely amazing. Will it come down in price? I can see it definitely coming down in price. I would have to say this though, with them putting out these reprints, will the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center come back up? That might be tomorrow's video, so make sure you like the video and stay tuned and subscribe for tomorrow's video because I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But if we look at the regular packs today, they're really expensive, really expensive. They're saying about for $13. $13 is kind of crazy. Will we start to see a downward move in these packs? I would assume so. These are the kind of things that I see can definitely start to come down, especially when you start having more of these kind of products. I don't understand why they wouldn't bring a booster bundle back, honestly, and just mass produce booster bundles. But the ETB is nice too because a lot of people weren't able to get the ETB. There has a lot of other components with this. The other thing I would have to say though that we don't really know of, at least for future reprints, are they going to be more expensive because the tariffs and stuff like that are going on right now? We'll see what happens. I know a lot of people say these components inside of it are built like in other countries and stuff like that. So will it have effect on it? We won't see right now probably because these have already been built, it seems like, and made. I don't really know what exactly happens, but I heard most of these are kind of built in the United States, but the other accessories come from different places. But I would have to say this though, like I said, this set is absolutely amazing. It has so many good cards in it. It has Umbreon, everything, Evolution, has beautiful SARs. And if you look at the prices on these cards, these prices are crazy, absolutely crazy. The Umbreon, the SAR, people are like, oh, this card's overpriced, it's going to come down, it's going to be crashing, this card's worth $500. Look at the price of this card now. This card is still sitting for an extremely priced, $1,400. $1,400 for this card. And look, if you do the math on these cards, look at this real quick. Look, see, look, 5, 10, 1 second, 15, 18 cards above $100 in this set. 18 cards. That's crazy. That is wild. So it's people like the chase of this set. Yeah, it's a rough set to get. Yeah, it's a thing like that. But people love this set. We'll have to really see if these reprints can kind of affect it. I believe so. This is just a first wave of these reprints. This is just one wave. I believe there will be more and more coming of this set. That's what they're gonna have to do to kind of start slowing this down. I believe is just continually put reprints out. But like I said, with them putting 2 statements out and being like, hey, we're printing product, there's gonna be a lot more product coming. Okay, just so y'all know that. And if you look at the PSA 10 prices on this card from the Umbreon, look at it, $3,000. This set is just one of those sets. Everybody loves this card so much. They generally do. Will these reprints kind of help? I think they will. I don't think they'll do nothing crazy to this set. I don't think the prices of this set are going to crash in price. I generally don't see that happening, depending how much they print. Especially if, like I said, this is just Danny's words and stuff like that. I'm just going based off of what he said. We don't know 100% if this is confirmed or anything like that or not. But for him, we don't know the exact amount of kind of the print that this was exactly. That he said it's kind of approximately probably to the first wave of products that came out. So, like I said, there wasn't a lot of people able to get those products. I don't really know exactly. At least we're getting products coming. But like I said, Pokemon's going to have to continually do these reprints. They're going to have to continue to do this, continue to do this, to at least get Pokemon cards in the hands of people that want these. I genuinely believe they can do it, but we just got to give them time. It's going to take a little bit of time. Them happening this fast, actually coming out with these reprints, I think are really good, honestly. I think it's really, really good. It shows that Pokemon can kind of do what they want to do and get this back market kind of, at least they can print and get this out faster. We'll have to see how it really does, see if it really affects the market. I'm excited for this. Like I said, right now the ETB is sitting for $130. That's kind of crazy. I believe it can go down between $100 and $115, depending how massive this reprint is. I'm excited for that. I generally am. I'm glad we kind of got some information, some confirmation, because every single time I made a video about, when I made a video about this product like that, then talking about the product again, people are like, no, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna affect the market. This ain't gonna affect the market. I don't think that it will affect the market massively. I don't, because of just how much demand there is right now and how many people have not even got this, and because there's people still waiting to get this product instead of open up a single pack. So once this set becomes readily available, which I think it will take some time for that to happen, I think that will, when we start seeing changes in the market, I'm excited for this. I really am. At least we know some products coming. It will be the ETB2, which is really interesting to see that it's going to be the ETB. But it's a kind of a product that we've needed. We really needed the ETBs to come back. A lot of people weren't able to get some. So hopefully you're able to get some. Let me know your thoughts on this. I hope we can see what happens with this. I would love to hear y'all's opinions on this though. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the page. Also join the community Discord. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.